I am suspending Whoopi Goldberg for 2 weeks for her wrong and hurtful comments. While Whoopi has apologized, I've asked her to take time to reflect and learn about the impact of her comment.
You know, when you're a certain age, you use words that you know from when you were a kid or you remember saying, and that's what I did today, and I shouldn't have. I should have thought about it a little longer before I said it, but I didn't. And I should have said cheated. And I used another word, and I'm really, really sorry.
I don't think Whoopi Goldberg is very smart. Sorry, we've criticized her in different contexts before, and she just, maybe smart is not the right word. She is not knowledgeable about the things that she argues about.
Whoopi Goldberg just lost her spot on The View, and Elon Musk might be the reason. What began as a heated debate on live TV quickly spiraled into a legal battle, an $80 million lawsuit, and now Whoopi's removal from the show. But was this simply a case of a celebrity speaking out of turn, or does it signal a bigger warning for every talk show host in America? The fallout from this feud extends far beyond Whoopi. It's about power, influence, and whether media personalities are finally being held accountable. So what exactly did Whoopi say that made Musk take action? As one of The View's most outspoken co-hosts, Whoopi has never been one to shy away from controversy. She's often made headlines with her unfiltered opinions, whether it's about the Holocaust or politically charged topics. But this time she took aim at one of the most powerful figures in the world, Elon Musk. It all began when Whoopi and her co-hosts made some bold claims about Musk in a segment, alongside Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, suggesting that the two were secretly working together to silence Donald Trump. The statement sent shockwaves across social media, sparking intense reactions from both Musk's supporters and critics. While The View is known for its lively and often heated discussions, Musk wasn't willing to let this one go. For him, this wasn't just exaggerated talk show commentary. It was a direct assault on his character, one that could...
I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever. I don't remember the last time we even talked about JD.
You're right. He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk Vance?
Could have real-world repercussions. With Musk's legal team prepared to take action, Whoopi found herself facing something far more serious than a Twitter backlash. When Elon Musk filed his lawsuit against Whoopi Goldberg in The View, it wasn't just about defamation. It was a full-blown attack on his character, influence, and reputation. Musk's legal team didn't frame this as a case of reckless commentary. Instead, they painted Whoopi's statements as a deliberate attempt to mislead the public and damage his credibility. According to Musk's attorneys, Whoopi and her co-hosts weren't merely sharing opinions. They were making false accusations that could have serious consequences, especially in the political and business worlds. The lawsuit centered on statements suggesting that Musk and Ohio Senator J.D. Vance were secretly conspiring to suppress Donald Trump's voice. Musk argued that this claim painted him as a manipulative political figure, directly contradicting his public stance on free speech. His legal team contended that The View had crossed a dangerous line.
But when you have deliberate, concerted, repeated pushing of hoaxes, you're like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too far.
And you're supposed to be the good guys.
You're supposed to, and you claim to be the good guys? I'm like, exactly.
You're supposed to be the progressives.
Yes, the Dems are like, oh, we're the good guys. We're the honest people. No, hang on. You can't claim to be the good guys. You can't claim to be the honest people if you're deliberately pushing hoaxes that have been debunked thoroughly.
Yeah. Well,
we're like even Snopes, which is a liberal thing, says it's bogus.
Yeah.
By presenting speculation as fact, potentially sowing public distrust and tarnishing Musk's reputation in both the tech and political spheres. The lawsuit emphasized how false narratives on mainstream platforms could have real-world impacts, harming business relationships, and even affecting stock market movements tied to Musk's ventures. Initially, Whoopi Goldberg downplayed the entire situation, claiming that her words had been misunderstood. She insisted that the discussion on The View was simply a candid conversation, not an accusation, and that she was merely engaging in political speculation, a common practice for talk shows. Some sources close to Whoopi say she was taken aback by Musk's decision to escalate the issue to legal action, believing he was overreacting to what she thought was a harmless discussion. Rather than offering an immediate apology, Whoopi initially dismissed the backlash, joking with her audience that she was just calling it like she saw it. She even made a bizarre excuse, claiming one of her comments was actually about her cat tripping her at home, a statement that left many viewers puzzled and critics accusing her of being tone-deaf. Instead of calming the situation, this response only fueled further outrage, with some accusing her of mocking the issue rather than taking responsibility. As public pressure grew, Whoopi eventually backtracked, issuing a statement in which she acknowledged that she should have chosen her words more carefully. By that point, though, the damage had been done, and Musk...
I think it's a little weird that her network suspended her for sharing her view on The View. I mean, if she's remorseful, why send her away? Isn't it better to keep her and then use this as a teaching moment?
Musk's legal team wasn't about to let it slide. Behind the scenes, ABC executives were in full panic mode. The lawsuit wasn't just a personal battle between Musk and Whoopi. It had the potential to turn into a network-wide crisis. The View had always been known for its controversial discussions, but this time they weren't just dealing with social media backlash. They were facing a legal battle with one of the world's most powerful billionaires. Initially, ABC attempted to manage the situation by suspending Whoopi for 2 weeks, hoping the controversy would die down. But as media coverage of the lawsuit intensified, advertisers and network executives grew concerned about the long-term impact. ABC News President Kim Godwin made the announcement, stating, effective immediately, "I am suspending Whoopi Goldberg for 2 weeks for her wrong and hurtful comments. While Whoopi has apologized, I've asked her,